that? Can you dig it? It is Psychedelic Sunday right here. Some cactus. Yeah. Yes, it's a prickly cactus on a Psychedelic Sunday right here. Yes, in the snow globe. Yes, it's a snow globe out there. Wasn't even doing that 20 minutes ago, but now look. Yeah. Well, it's out there and I'm in here. So there's that, right? Yeah, it's just weather. What are you going to do about it? I don't get too wound up about it. Let's have a natty light here. College, low budget, day drinking beer. All right. Like I'm still in college, kind of, right? Yeah, this came in the mail yesterday. Yeah, Gary over at Physical Format Rock and Roll, sometimes Jazz. He sent this to me. He was down there on a family vacation. Really cool. Him and the whole family. So yeah, greetings from Orlando, home of Disney World. And he saw Mickey Mouse down there, among other people. Donald Duck, I think he was down there too. So thank you for that one, Gary. I'll leave a link to Gary's channel in case you don't know it already. This one's for you, Gary. Natty Light. Have a whole keg of this at the party. Had one last summer, right? Price is no object, people. It's just kind of how I roll. So yeah. It is. It's cactus, right? So kicking things off here on what I would call a Psychedelic Sunday, former radio program I used to listen to all through the 90s in Toronto on what used to be the home of classic rock, Q107. And it was a great radio show on Q107, Psychedelic Sundays, right? Hosted by the great Andy Frost. So Tim Bogert, Carmen Apiece, the rhythm section of this band, Carmen Apiece on drums, Tim Bogert on bass. They came from Vanilla Fudge, and then the other two guys, one guy was in the Amboy Dukes with Ted Nugent, and the other guy, I think, was in Mitch Ryder's Detroit Wheels, making up this four-piece supergroup. Look at this guy. Looks like he's been up for days, right? So yeah, no, this guy. Yeah, that's what happens when the moms don't hug their kids enough, right? They look sad like that. So that's Cactus. Their second album, I have the first one. It's in storage, of course. And this is One Way or Another. We're going to rock out. One way or another, we're going to rock out. One way or another, we're going to get to 1 trillion subscribers. And I'm here to give you an update. My apologies to Randall Nelson and Vinyl Sean. I didn't have them in my ledger here. I really need an administrative assistant at this point. I'm maybe going to nominate Steve Overday for Alice because he likes a good spreadsheet, so he's pretty good. And then, Embryonic too. I'm sure he keeps detailed notes. Here's Colton on a Sunday. So Rob at Northern Revolutions, he was the first one I think to put in on the contest. Ernest Eldridge, the Trailer Park Pimp, M Fidelity. He's a lover of the Bengals, I have a note here. Jeff Witcher at his Vinyl Destination. Embryonic Robot. A is for Alice. B is for Bob. And C is for Colton. Yeah, Colton. Morton Estad, Vinyl Lounge, Montreal. Olivia and Katie. 2 entries because they were both in it. Richard S. now Richard's Vinyl Tap House. That Vinyl Channel. He gets 2 entries. Boz and his daughter. Glenn Calloway from the Basement, My Vinyl Addict, Daryl the Northern Vinyl Guy, also having a contest right now, so get over there and check it out. Don't know what the prize is for that one, but the prize for this contest, it's a $50 Amazon US gift card, and just like this Natty Light, I spare no expense, right? So get all over it. If you haven't entered this contest, you better do it. 2 weeks left. Less than 2 weeks. Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. We're getting romantic. Me and Patty, we're going to make that draw and draw that winner out of a hat, right? Don the Old Goat, fantastic. I got one in the queue to watch later on today from Don. It looks like a new video just loaded up today. Nick at Careful with the Axe Eugene. He's somewhere over in the UK. Tony at 2 from the Trunk. And Greg at 3 Dimensions of Music. I'm calling those 2 because I have them written down back to back here. Those 2 are the Pittsburgh connection right there. Jack at the Vinyl Martini. Dolphin Dale. Craig's Vinyl Plethora. Craig at the Spirit of Vinyl. Jason at Low Noise Jason Skills. The Vinyl Monkey. David Atkinson, Music and More. He had a special guest, his daughter Jenny. So two entries for him. And Physical Format Rock and Roll, sometimes Jazz. That's Gary. Yeah, sent me that. Gary also spares no expense and remembers his friends when he's on vacation. Yes, cheers to you and this Natty Light. on a Sunday fun day. What else we got here? Sam St. John, Americana Sam, Mark Morris, Fitz's Electric Bar, my friend out in Vancouver, BC. He's actually neighbors with Jack the Vinyl Martini. Well, you just go over to Vancouver Island, you'll find Jack over there hanging out. Doug at the Auditory Vinyl. Doug will be nominated for, I'm going to let one of the categories go out for the Colton Awards at the party this year. There's going to be an award for most laid-back personality in the vinyl community. Doug's in the running for that award. I won't say who the others are. You figure it out. Ed at On My Turntable, Randall Weaver, Keith at Attack from Down Under. Speaking of laid back, could be Keith nominated. Steve at the Ralstonians Music Report, Rob Walker. Yeah, I mean, Rob had his cat in the video. That was just fantastic. Looks just like Colton, and his name is Curtis. So the C's win, right? C is for Colton. Alex at Beer and Vinyl, Curtis Young and Young Vinyl LPs is his channel. His daughter Emily was in the video, and Toby the dog. And then you got Ben Rankins, King of Shirts. He was in it solo, but he had a good shirt. Maybe we'll give him 1.5 entries to the contest if that. I don't know. I can't do fractions. Beetle Destino plus his mom. There's 2 right there. And again, Vinyl Sean and Randall Nelson closing it out. And for the love of God, if I don't mention your name, please tell me. Because again, I need an admin assistant to keep track of all these contest entries. Geez, what are we at for numbers here? We're up to 41 or 42 here. Fantastic. So yeah, since we're here, a couple of recent finds here. Let's getting down with some more Spooky Tooth. Gary Wright, his first band before he went solo. Yes. Anyway, just really good kind of psych rock, right? Of course, he was a friend of George Harrison. This is their debut right here. This one called Tobacco Road. And title track on that is good. I've only listened to these through once, but they're really good, both of them. This was actually later on. Their I want to say their 6th release. Very good. This one I wouldn't call this very good. It's although it was in it's very VG plus condition right here. It's just kind of standard blues rock at this point. But give them A for effort with this cover art. You broke my heart, so I busted your jaw. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, whoever's doing the cartoon work over there, maybe it's Morton Astad. I don't know. He would have been too little at that point. And we got Boz Scaggs here, having some moments here. I bought a Boz Scaggs album recently. I think this is his 2nd or 3rd. Looks like he has the same lineup on here. It's like 8 or 9 piece band here. Pretty good, more of the same from the first one. It gets a little jazzy rock at points, a little, not Steely Dan jazzy rock, but but then the guitars come out and it's really good, like Hollywood Blues. That's a great track. So anyway, yeah, check it out. It's Boz Scaggs Moments. Date on this one escapes me, but probably around 1971, I think, on that one. Yeah, coming up to the modern world here to 1980. This is a brand new pressing I bought. Like brand new to me, well, brand new in the shrink. So I don't know the repressing on this, and I want to say 2022 on this. And there's the band on the back, Exene down there in the front with John Doe. And there's Billy Zoom and DJ Bonebreak on drums. Really great. I only had this debut on a cassette that I'd recorded from a buddy of mine in high school years ago. My cassettes are long gone. So I saw this for $20 yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta have it. There, right there. Yes, X. And it's actually produced, as you can see here, produced by Ray Manzarek, from The Doors, of course, and he also plays keyboards on this record. So yeah, if you don't know X, really good punk rock. Not hardcore punk. I don't know what you call it. Like, there's rockabilly in here, there's punk, there's some bluesy stuff. It's just really cool stuff, and it's X. I love it. Billy Zoom, always smiling when he's playing his guitar. So these, oh yeah, I wanted to show this photo on the back. Look at her, right? Just, yeah, right? She's just a real freak out. Exene, right? Great photo of the band right there, and that's X in Los Angeles. Look up the title track to that record. It's worth it just for that. Really great song. All the songs are only around 2 to 3 minutes, but it's action-packed from front to back. Every track, as the saying goes. X. Molson Export for Brian up there in Toronto. I wonder if he's having a Molson Export right now on his Sunday fun day. Yeah, so this is kind of a knacky power pop-ish thing. This is a blind buy for me. The Heaters, not a fan of it. I made it through it halfway, and I'm gonna just trade it in. Don't really like it. The back, they were wearing all the black and white ties, kind of had a look like the Knack here. 1980, right? So the period Knack. It just came out, Get the Knack, I want to say around 79. So a lot of bands were copying them, and this, it's okay. But yeah, I'm not going to keep it. It's the Heaters. Came in cold for me on the Heaters. Yeah, and then we got a follow-up. One more thing here today. So yeah, for my friends over in Pittsburgh, Tony 2 from the Trunk, and Greg over there at 3 Dimensions Music. So I bought this one a couple weeks ago. It's really good. Like I described, this is kind of like not Springsteen, but Southside Johnny. In the Asbury Jukes. It sounds a lot like that. I dig that. Really, really good. And so I saw this one for $3. Yeah, and it's in mint condition right here. There's the lead singer's name. There's the lead singer's name I can't recall. Really good singer though. Really just a straight up bar band from Pittsburgh. Just on the old MCA Rainbow label. So yeah, really good. Just more of the same from that I'll spit it out, from the first one. And where's the singer? What's the guy's name? Joe Grishecki there down in the corner there with the guitarist right there. So yeah, really good band. Just, I call it bar rock. It's not stadium rock by a long shot, but really well written songs, well crafted, well put together. And it's the Iron City House Rockers, and that's Blood on the Bricks. So that's their 3rd release right there. So right here coming in, have a good time to Get It Alive. That was their 2nd. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it on a Sunday. Natty Light and Colton, and you've had a contest update. So yeah, again, less than 2 weeks left. There are a few people I know that haven't entered the channel. Entered the contest on this channel as we push to a trillion, right? So I hope you're having $1 trillion day on your Sunday. And yeah, we'll probably see you in the next Friday. Cheers.